The former Prince Andrew was arrested by British police today on suspicion of misconduct in public office related to his links to Jeffrey Epstein. An extraordinary move in a country where authorities once sought to shield the royal family from embarrassment. It was the first time in nearly 4 centuries that a senior British royal was placed under arrest, and it underscored how deference to the monarchy has eroded in recent years. Pictures showed Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, younger brother of Britain's King Charles III, leaving the police station in a vehicle the same day he was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office over allegations he sent confidential government documents to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Correspondence between the two men was released by the U.S. Justice Department late last month, along with millions of pages of documents from the American investigation into Epstein. The family of Virginia Jeffrey said they felt vindicated.
It was such a mixed bag of emotions. I think initially we were like vindicated and screaming at one point at 3 a.m. and then, it just hits you that gut punch of the fact that she's not here to see this.
Jeffrey, who died by suicide in April 2025, settled a lawsuit in 2022 in which she accused the former prince of sexually abusing her as a teenager at Epstein's mansion in New York and on Epstein's private Caribbean island.
There are many crimes that they can pursue in these files that they can pursue, right? It takes a large facilitation to make this work. And so if that's where we have to start, it's only a breadcrumb. And we're hoping that they go after the full dinner. We're hoping that this is the segue to those crimes. And so I want to take that as a victory.
After the arrest, the king and queen kept holding their normally scheduled events today, maintaining a sense of normality for the British monarchy. But the king also took the unusual step of issuing a statement on the arrest of his brother. "Let me state clearly, the law must take its course," the king said. "As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter."
This is the biggest crisis for the royal family since the death of Diana. And of course, the death of Diana, people did forgive the Queen quite quickly for being there with the boys at Balmoral. This is something totally different. Andrew has been arrested on these extremely serious allegations of misconduct in public office.
And whilst there are people who are over the age of 60 who probably think that, it's one bad apple, I think most people under the age of 50 think, well, why is it taking so long to come out? What have they been hiding? What questions, what did they know when?
I think the impact on the British monarchy is going to be huge, long-lasting. It's going to have massive repercussions. This is nothing that we've ever heard of before.
Police had previously said they were assessing evidence related to the Epstein investigation. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was stripped of the royal title of prince due to his connections to the late convicted sex offender. He has denied any and all wrongdoing in his dealings with Epstein.
I met him. He's a very arrogant individual, and he loved all the attention and status he has. To go from that, being stripped of all his titles, and now to be sitting in a cell in a police station is quite a spectacular fall from grace.
A conviction for misconduct in a public office carries a maximum sentence of life imprisonment and must be dealt with in a Crown Court, which only deals with the most serious criminal offenses. Thursday's arrest came a day after the National Police Chiefs Council said it had created a coordination group to assist forces across the UK that are assessing whether Epstein and his associates committed crimes in Britain. As the allegations reverberated on both sides of the Atlantic, reactions in New York City ranged from grim satisfaction to demands for accountability.
Somebody high up in government getting arrested? No, that doesn't surprise me. So, yeah, like I said, bad people doing bad things. Probably got what was coming to them.
Now other survivors and U.S. lawmakers are calling for similar accountability in the U.S.
The DOJ stands for Department of Justice. They need to, they need to take some action on this. It's serious. We got to look at other countries and we got to see ourselves. And, other countries are looking at us and they're talking about us and they're saying, what are they doing? Why aren't they taking any action?